and we are live. So by the time I make the stream public, I should already figure things out, or what I plan to do myself. So before I even get into what I'm even talking about, hello there everyone. It has been over 4 or 5 years now. I believe 4. No, 3. Let's just say 3. Since I even streamed or last uploaded a video. I know most people who originally watch my videos are confused where I have been and what I've been going through. So, while I play my game, I'll just talk about it. I hope everything works out. I hope my recording is good. I don't have a PC. I'm using a good laptop, so I hope it works. But yeah, let's just get right into this conversation with myself. Oh, well, not myself, but to you guys. So, I believe it was 2021 where I uploaded my last video. What was it on again? I would have to check that. Right. Let me check what that was. You guys can't see what I'm looking at, but because I have 2 screens right now, so you guys won't be able to see what I'm seeing. I hope this is not muted. Okay, that's embarrassing. Okay, so let's see. The last video I ever uploaded was 3 years ago, and it was on the My Hero Academia update. Boku no Hero Academia. It was an old, pretty much old Roblox game, but I pretty much grinded every day, made a lot of video on. The reason why I'm talking this low is because it's 3 o'clock in the morning and I can't sleep, so I decided, you know what, why not just grind out this game I play. It's called let's see now, Anime Last Stand, or what people call ALS. Pretty fun game. I've been grinding for like a month now. Pretty fun. So where should I begin? Right, so it was 3 years ago, posted my last video, and things changed in my life. A lot of things changed. I didn't get burned out or anything. A lot of things changed. When I hit high school, I used to do it when I was in like middle school, or what people in out of America call basic school. Primary school. Right. Ooh, nope. Let's put you here. Right. So I'm currently trying to grind this guy like to max level. Use my Benny Mario to get, to help make things go faster. So I don't want to get sidetracked. So let me get back on the story. So I upload my video and things changed. My mother one day came to me and said, hey, pack your things, we're going to be moving to America, because I used to live in Jamaica. Some of you guys may know that, my OGs. You guys may know that I used to live in Jamaica, right? And I moved to America in this house where I used to live. I live with my grandmother and grandfather and uncle and 2 uncles, right? So it was a small space. I couldn't really record or make videos because of how hectic things were. But I tried my best to, live my life, get adjusted to the American lifestyle, and I began high school in America. It was weird at first because we had to deal with COVID, but that was a thing I dealt with in Jamaica, because I think during COVID I was still making videos and live streaming and everything. It was pretty fun. Best time of my school life, I would say, because yeah, it was just fun. But I'm gonna sidetrack again. Let's get back on track. So I got to America and went to school, and I met new friends, because my old friends, I didn't get their numbers. I kind of lost their numbers, unfortunately, what really sucked. But it sucked, but I got through it. I met new people. They were, fun to be around. Really, really great people, in my opinion. Um, I joined clubs because back in Jamaica, I never joined a club. I was like a typical NPC: go to school, leave school, come home, rinse and repeat. So when I came to America, I wanted to make a change for myself, and I decided, you know what? Since I can't make videos or record, why not just go and do something like after school hobbies? So the football team came to me and said, "Hey man, we like your build. Why not join our team?" But I didn't want to do any physical activity. I wanted to mostly excel in my education, right? And I did so. I became a top 9% student in my school. 9%. So it's like 400 seniors, but I'm still jumping the gun. So let's go all the way back to my sophomore year, because I did my freshman year in Jamaica. So I came into the high school in my sophomore year, and I've joined my first club. It was an organization what developed young men. I'm not sure if I can say it on YouTube. That will reveal who I am. So I'm not gonna say it, but it was an organization to develop men, and it was my first ever club, and it was the best experience of my life, honestly. I recently graduated, and once you graduate, you don't leave the club, but you become an alumni. So yeah, best time in my club, and it was the best time of my life, to be honest. Being part of that club in my sophomore year got me through high school a lot. Right, so now I then went to what do you call that now? You got sophomore, then you got junior. Right, so the next year I became a junior. Sweet, 5 shards. So should have been 6, but so then in my junior year I then went on to join more clubs, since my the organization what I was originally part of was we weren't really doing much. So I decided to just branch out, and that's when I met new people and joined new clubs. So I can say, yeah, so these are like generic clubs. So I joined the National Honor Society, NHS, and I joined the student government at my school as well. I also joined my principal. This is not my flexing, but yeah, because I didn't really want to do any physical sports, I just decided to join like as many clubs as I could, well, to boost, because I heard that when you're in high school, teachers and people and seniors tell you that, hey, you gotta join organizations that will help develop you, it will help build your resume, right? So that when you get an internship, they're gonna like you. So I joined these different organizations, and everything was going well. Loved it. Went to my first homecoming. Was pretty fun. Really liked it. My friends were pretty much there with me, so it wasn't boring at all. Went to school, still kept up my A's and B's, right? And then senior year now. Let's see. So the seniors for those clubs were leaving, and they needed presidents and vice presidents. So I applied for the original organization I joined. I ran for president, and the NHS, what I was a part of, I ran for president as well. So I called it a double V campaign. I wanted to win both so I could run these two organizations. Unfortunately, I lost one and won one. Right, so I lost the men one, the one would develop young men, and I won the NHS. So I could have become the NHS president, but there was a situation. My, what do you call it now, the teacher coordinator of, or whatever you call those people, they came in and they said, hey, we saw what you were doing. I see that you wanted to do a double V thing. They heard about my double V campaign from people were hearing me campaigning all about it. So they said that, hey, you can't be the president of two because you'll be burnt out. That's true. I do believe them about that. I would have been burned out. So they just gave me a different position instead for NHS, and that was the what do you call it again, director of activities. While for the organization would develop young men, they gave me the historian position and a vice president position. what sucked. I wanted to be the president of both, but it was what it was. So a couple months go by while I'm a senior, by the way, now. The presidents, they come and goes, different president for NHS, because they couldn't handle the pressure, and then they came back to me. And if I was smart, I should have said no, but I wanted the position still. So let me take a step back there. I wanted the position at first, but after a couple months going by, I started to waver. I couldn't get a position anymore, so I just focused on what position they gave me. So after the presidents left, and because they couldn't handle the pressure, they then came to me. I then told them that, hey, so buddy, you originally wanted to be the president, right? How about you come and take the position? And I told them, I'm going to think about it. And I talked to my mother, and she encouraged me. Hey, dude, you're great. You've been working your butt off. You've joined around 10, 11 clubs, and you've just been working. But I believe you. This is your calling. This is your destiny. This is a dream you wanted to accomplish when you first came to high school. So why not do it? And the next day, I went to my teacher, and I said, hey, I'll take it. And she was really happy. She said, oh, great. I hereby, before I call you, I hereby something. I had to agree to a code and something, and I became the president. And my journey was pretty fun. So for the NHS, we meet up every Thursday, right? And they were surprised to see that another president left the club, because they couldn't handle pressure. So they thought that they want to see how long I would take until I cracked. I wasn't really used to public speaking and all of that. Well, that's not true. My church, I went up there, read scriptures, sang with the choir and all that. Still doing it to this day. I love it. I became a full-on Christian when I came to America. It's been a fun journey for me. Pretty fun. So the first time I went into the club meeting as their president, they were all looking at me funny, like, who is this dude? Why is this dude now our president? And my vice president, I didn't have any. It was just me. I had to choose a person who would be my vice president, and I went around and I found somebody. I'm not gonna say that person's name because they might know my channel. So I'm just calling Mr. Dennis. Yeah, Mr. Dennis. So I found a person named Dennis. Let's just call him that. So yeah, so I chose Dennis as my vice president and my successor when I leave. I believe he was a junior. So me and him would work things out. And throughout the months I was president, we did a lot of activities. We did charities, fundraisers, and other stuff, and we built up the club back, because the club was actually failing. It's slowly dying. But with me and Dennis, we actually got a lot of things done, and we revived the club. It was one of my greatest accomplishments, to be honest. It was one of my greatest accomplishments in life, because I'm just 18. That's crazy though. 3 years ago, I believe I was 15 when I made this channel. Now I'm 18. It's sad how that I couldn't get to make more videos and do more live streams while I was in America. But now I'm in America. I now have my room. But once again, I'm rushing the story, so let's go right back to where it was. So yeah, I'm in the classroom. I'm in the meeting. Chose my vice president, Dennis, Mr. Dennis, and we do fundraisers, charities, and stuff over the months. I get better public speaking. I get more involved in my church. I become very developed, and in my final days of being the vice president, we got a lot of new members, and we got to choose Dennis got to choose his successor, and that person got to choose their successor. So we had a junior, sophomore, and freshman successors building up, and that's when I knew that the club was going to be in safe hands. I experienced my first grab bash, so that was fun. That was honestly really fun. Going to Universal, it was really fun. Got to try a bunch of rides. I never got to try the Hulk though. Maybe next time when I get there again, I might try it. So what else did I want to say? Right. So I experienced my first ever prom as well. It was pretty fun. Friends was there. They helped me out. It was fun. What else? So I finished high school. Did my first ever internship with an organization called Junior Achievement. Honestly, if Junior Achievement was on, one of the best things that also happened to me, because without them, I wouldn't really have gotten this mature. I got to meet a lot of people, and I got to see how a healthy work environment is. Because Lord knows what I'm going to have to deal with when I actually get a real job. God help me. Yeah. So I graduated, did my first ever internship, and I had to move again to a newer house, newer and bigger house, because when I migrated to America, I was in the small house, as I said, with my grandmother, uncles, and such. So we finally got a bigger, better house, and now that's where I'm living, and that's how I'm able to actually finally come live stream and talk about my story with you guys. I know many of you guys on here have DM me on Discord saying, "Hey, we miss you, man. We want to see you make videos again." One thing about Junior Achievement, I was able to actually get a mic from them. Really good mic, a Blue Yeti. I really love this mic. So I actually got to upgrade from a Fine mic, FFINE fine mic, to a Blue Yeti. So that's like a $30 to $140 increase. That's cool. I got a $2,000 laptop, but runs pretty well. Playing a game right now and live stream it, and I have no issues. Yeah, so I have no issues. One thing I like about this mic too is that you can just click a button and just mute. It's muted completely, so I really like that. What else do I want to talk about? Right. So the future of what I want to do with this channel. To be honest, I have no clue. I don't know if I want to branch out and play more games, or do I want to stick with Roblox, because honestly, I love Roblox, really love it. I took a hiatus from it because I was focused on clubs and stuff in high school, but now I have all this free time. I honestly want to get back into streaming. I want to get back into making videos. So if you guys do see this live stream, tell me, what would you guys want me to do? What kind of videos would you guys want me to make? If you guys even got this deep into live stream, like, yeah, I've been live streaming for like 18 minutes, so you guys might see this part. Ooh, let's put you here. Pretty slow grind, I'm not gonna lie. Pretty slow grind. Let me turn on the music a bit more. Yeah, that's pretty much everything. I don't really have anything else to really talk about. I've been playing different Roblox games like Anime Reborn, which just got released. I don't really got money to spend on those type of games, so I just try to stay free to play. And yeah, because the only game I've ever bought VIP for was Anime Adventures. And well, if you guys are Roblox fans, you guys know what happened to that game. It could have came back, but they refused not to, so it's kind of sad. Never got a refund, what sucks, but it is what it is. So now I'm just here, just playing like different Roblox games, mostly in tower defense games, because those are the most fun and addicting ones to me, in my opinion. Yep, so that's pretty much it. I was recording as well, so yeah. thank you guys for like listening to my story. Um, yeah, thanks for listening to my story, guys. Comment down below what do you think I should do with my channel. What kind of Roblox game should I check out? Should I branch out and leave Roblox? Not leave Roblox, but branch out of Roblox and check out other games. I recently got a PS5 Pro, and it's been fun. It was my first ever console. And I played Spider-Man 1 remastered. Best game I've ever played. 10 out of 10 masterpiece. Playing Miles Morales now. I ordered God of War 2018 and God of War Ragnarok, so I'm branching out of games, playing them off camera, of course. So if you guys, have any suggestions for me, if what kind of Roblox game you guys want me to play, tell me in the comments. What kind of games you guys want me to check out, tell me in the comments. Thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe. I don't know if you guys want to do that. For the ones who are watching the live stream, thank you for watching it, even though this is privated, so no one is watching it right now. I don't really feel comfortable as yet to go public, but after this video I might start going public again. Since this is a new device compared to my previous laptop, what was an HP Envy 360. All my data got deleted off of that computer, so I have to be making a whole new Roblox, not Roblox, a whole new OBS overlay. So can't wait to branch out and see what I come up with and what I can figure it out. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, tell me down in the comments below what you guys think about my story. Thank you guys for listening, and thank you guys so much for all these years of watching me. And I know I disappeared for 3 years, but hey, let's see what happens. Well, just finished recording. That was fun. That was really fun. This was just recording again, talking to the mic. Yeah, honestly, I miss doing this. Yes, I know it's gonna be weird making this public. It's gonna be weird, honestly, because people are gonna look at this and it's like, oh my god, he live streamed. Oh my god, he actually uploaded a video. I wonder what I should even make the thumbnail be. I'm back. Hello. No, yeah, make the background white, all black, and just in the middle, just say hello, the question mark. Honestly, that could be good. Oh, you are running. What are you doing, man? You are running. Sheesh. Calm down. Oh, pain. You should die without any problem. If you don't, yeah, it is what it is. Oof. Okay, you are not dying. All right, you're not dying. Let's. Oh, there we go. Now you're dying. Yep. So I'm just grinding reroll shards in ALS. Not really sure what else to do. So maybe after I'm finished grinding reload shards, I'll end this live stream and I'll make it public, and let's see what happens. If you guys do join my Discord, just DM me and ask me questions and give me recommendations and stuff. So since I'm just here not doing anything and just playing Roblox, let me just talk about Spider-Man. Spoilers. So I first started out, I didn't know how to swing. Even though they did say I need to hit R2 and X, I was hitting like different things. I was hitting R2, so I was swinging properly, but I was not hitting X. I think it was like when I was 30% into the story. That's when I figured out how to swing. Pretty funny. But seeing Otto go from this guy Peter works with to become the villain and form the Sinister Six, really sad, man. Like he was a great character, and the story is really good. And seeing how Norman Osborn is actually the villain of, is the person who created all of them. Like Lee, he killed his parents. Like it wasn't even his fault. His power just went haywire. It's pretty dumb. Pretty dumb how Norman made all these villains and never even try to get rid of them. And his son, I haven't seen Spider-Man 2 yet. I haven't seen any spoiler, luckily. But it's crazy that his son was actually still in New York and not actually overseas this whole time. So that was a bombshell. Oh, whoops! I forgot to even drop you. Yeah, and just seeing Aunt May just die like that kind of sucked. It was like It was like a whole built-in moment for Peter, but still, kind of sucked seeing Aunt May die. Pretty sad. It's pretty cruel, honestly. What can I add here? I can add a chat. Oh, that's cool. Oh. Okay. Boom. All right. Huh. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, that's cool. Honestly, it's been a while since I used OBS, so I'm just looking back here, just seeing all the new stuff they added, and wow, it's really cool. Not gonna lie. I need to add some stuff back on my device, like the chat bot I used to own. I need to get that back. What's this? Stats, transitions. Wow, so much stuff. I wonder how sensitive this is. Huh, so it seems like it picks it up like from a distance. Who is this? Oh, okay. I should sell everyone. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna sell everyone. Because he's maxed out, right? Yep, he's maxed. Sheesh, look at this stats. I'm done with this. I'm gonna reroll stats. I'm gonna reroll him and see if I can get something good on him. So I maxed it out, and yeah, everyone's maxed except him. Yep, come on, there we go. Let's retry one more time. So it's 3:35 in the morning. Don't feel sleepy. I think it's really bad. I believe I should go to my bed early, but it is what it is. So maybe after this, I might, just upload the video and not edit it. Just throw it out there raw. I feel like that's a bad idea. I'm not sure if I should make an intro. Nah. Oops. Making these guys leak through. Right, I forgot his stats are horrible. His stats are horrible. I don't have any good trait on him. In my opinion, Anime Last Stand and Reborn are the only two games where actually has nice, really good. I'm really lucky, and when it comes to traits. It's also crazy how much YouTube has changed over 3 years, to be honest. And it's crazy how your life changed when you hit 18. Because when you become 18, it's like your 18-year contract, yes, 18-year contract ends. And your parents are no longer fully obligated. You should go get a job and start paying bills and stuff. I'm like, sheesh. You guys never taught us how to do that. We're going to figure it out ourselves. Because some parents will help their kids, figure those kind of stuff out. Well, some parents will just, throw them out. What's pretty sad in my opinion. Do, 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 do. Yep, that's a lot of them leaking. A lot of them leaking. Yep. Maybe if I feel like it, I might just go play another Roblox game after this. Maybe Anime Reborn. Just try to farm as much as I can. Or I might just go to... Nah, Vanguards. Nah. I'm not touching Vanguards. Or Defenders. The Wi-Fi is really good though, I'm not gonna lie. American Wi-Fi is so much more different than third world countries Wi-Fi, because the Wi-Fi we have is like gigabyte, right? And I'm looking at my computer and I'm getting 0 frame drops. It's crazy. I wonder what kind of, let's see. Also, the way how I'm a Refund launch was pretty good. It sucks that I missed early bird, but people are just waiting for codes. So they hit 300k members yesterday. They haven't dropped no new codes though, unfortunately. That sucks. They're leaking? They shouldn't be leaking. Right, I forgot to drop my Sukuna. Oops. My Sukuna here. Oh, there's pain. What kind of music is this? Oh, it's pretty good jazz music. I do not recommend people to not to roll when it's not for X weekend. Things that I feel like if I was doing this public and people join my stream, they would want to join me, and that would be fun. That would be lonely, but I don't think I'm not. I just don't feel ready yet to start doing public streams. So I've been getting more comfortable on talking, and then when I feel like it, hmm. Oh, nothing. Oh, nothing. Oh yeah, I should be grinding this, shouldn't I? Oh, I thought they were about to give me 100 tech. The trolliness goes crazy. Anything good in the banner? Wizard King. I could get him, but nah, don't feel like it. There's no point. Any reels I can get from here? Nope. So the thing is, the thing I can get Ichigo because let's oops units. Where is Ichigo? Oh, there he is. So hard so I can get him, but I need shards. I need dark essence or shards and cosmic essence. 100. I need 100 cosmic essence. That's not hard to get. These are not hard to get. It's just mythical shards. I'm gonna need to go farm challenge. It's a pain. At the farm mythical shards, you have to do challenge daily challenge or one shard. Bruh. Let me go summon. This is I don't recommend people doing this if you want to get a lot of money. I hear that you just go ahead and just do raids and then sell raid items. I'm not sure if that's the optimal, but that's what I do. Oh, look at that, 12. Perfect. I just realized there's no lag anymore. I think they finally fixed their lag issue, so that's great. It's funny because I got Aizen, I got him, I got her, all these. I got him, all these. But I just still can't get Song Jinwoo. I got this. I think I got Emperor's Cloak as well. But they don't give me Song Jinwoo. It's really annoying. Wait a minute. Do I need to farm anything else? Tatsumaki. Nope, she's max. No, I don't think I need to farm anyone else. Okay. Oh well, not myself, but to you guys. So All right, so I was just checking to see how the audio sound in live stream, and honestly, I'm really glad how far I've come, because I remember in one of my videos, one of my subscribers told me in the comments, "Hey man, I love the video, but the audio was so dog water, so it wasn't even crisp. You sounded so bad." And the thing is that my most viewed video, what was the guide for Buckner Roblox and Quest? It's still dated. It's not outdated. It's actually pretty still very informative. Um, it's like it has the worst audio in it. Like the audio is just dog water. It's just so bad. So now having a new mic, it's not even new. I believe. I think this was came with the like a bundle. They said. So and they just had it around. They're not using it, so they just handed it to me. So that was pretty nice of them. I looked online. It cost like $140, I believe. Let me just look it up. Blue Yeti X. Yep. So it was like, ooh, wait, $102. Nah, man, it was more expensive than that. It was more expensive than that. Yeah. I'm yawning so much, but there's no tiredness behind it, and that's really bad. My sleep schedule is a mess too. It's really bad. I'm not gonna lie, it's just really bad. I have no problem with my sleep schedule being bad, but it's just, if I'm not doing YouTube, why do I go to my bed this late? Why do I grind so much? My family keep my grandmother, who's very concerned for me, saying, "Hey, too much games, too much games." So I'm like, "You're right. I'm doing too much games, but I love it. I love playing games, and it makes no sense for me to be playing games and not doing YouTube, not live streaming." So I'm like, sure. I have my own room now. Nobody's gonna come interrupt me no more, because they're either upstairs or, yeah, they're upstairs, so they're not coming down here to come see what I'm doing. I'm 18 now. I'm a grown person. I control pretty much my life after this. I have a license. I can go learn how to drive. A lot of things have changed. It's honestly really funny that in 3 years, how much my life changed. A lot of it has changed. Yeah, and no, I'm not having a midlife or I'm not having a crisis. Okay, I'm just, we're just waking up, just smelling the roses, as adults say. Yeah, man. Just in here, listen to some nice music. It's nice. It's funny. Yeah, here's one thing I realized when I was, doing my digital life. I used to get a lot of emails saying that these companies copyright claim to my channel, and I was like, oh my god, am I screwed? Well, no, of course not. I'm not monetized or anything. I'm subscribed. Perhaps I can get monetized. That'd be fun. I could, make you guys see how the whole process goes. Well, there's a lot of channels out there, but specifically is made for that. But one thing I made this channel was, to try to make money. I was almost there. I had the watch time and everything, and the subscribers were going up. I remember I had 800 subscribers before leaving. Now down to like 750, and it's been there ever since. So if I, lock in, I might be able to hit 1K and get my stuff up. That'd be fun. You see that happen? but we need to branch out, I guess. I'm not good at Fortnite, so I'm not touching that. And I would need to buy some bunch of stuff from you guys to even see what I play on my PS5 Pro, I believe. Because I can't just show a HDMI card into my computer and just pray that it works with my PS5. I should try that. Is that dumb? I don't know if that's dumb. I wish I had 3x, man. Kind of sucks just using 2x. Oh my god, I've been playing so many different gacha games. I wonder if I should do gacha, become a gacha YouTuber fully. I'm already playing tower defense games, so why the heck not? But the thing is that which gacha game would I want to invest in? Round Dust 2 is too much for YouTube. Slime, yeah, I'm not really dedicated to that. Hawkeye Star Rail, that'd be good fun. Oh, that'll be fun. I don't really play Genshin, but there's a lot of story I'm missing out on Genshin. I have like 3 years of story to, catch up to. So that could work. ZZZ. That could work as well. But there's more to other than Hoyo games like Wuwa, Summoner's War, and those stuff. There's 7, what do you call it again? 7 something. I don't know what I should do. Let me see if I can do that. While I'm... You know what? Let's try that. Let me open this up. Yeah, so I'm going YouTube. Because this is the thing. I like watching YouTube videos, right? And I don't really have any saved up to watch. That's one thing I realized about YouTubers, but live streamers who are high up there, they have like tons of videos saved up in their watch list. So if I ever like stream at night, 5 o'clock with my cutoff time, but that's when my family would wake up. Do I have watch list? How do I go to my watch later? Oh, there it is. Perfect. Oh, what's that? Whoops. They're leaking through. That's not good. That's weird. Why does it say why is he a grind when this looks like it's supposed to be a full AoE? Well, he's now a hybrid, so that was a waste of time. Let's just put him back here. I'm gonna farm down and just go watch something. So what do I have? What I can watch? Would be fun. Tectone? No. I don't need to go watch Tectone. Stories. It's no horror. Huh. I really don't have anything fun saved up. I wonder if this could work. No, not that. That can work. That cannot work. Huh. That's one thing about me. I don't really watch that many YouTubers anymore. I mostly listen to audiobooks, and they're mostly read by AI. Huh. That is actually interesting. My YouTube recommendation is terrible. Just looking at it. Well, in the meantime, let's turn my music back on. Ooh, this looks fun. Ooh, this looks fun. All right, so let me try if this can work. So I'll go here. Yes, I want to use this. Click. No, it's not giving the option. Why? Yes. Right, so if I go full screen with it, right? Oh, I don't have that on. Which is at the max quality. It looks decent, I guess. All right, so let's turn it up a little bit. And let's see if this works. Oh, wow, it actually looks pretty good.
It's been shown time and time again that channels who switch their hosts after years of building rapport to audiences.
So that's the thing though. Would this work? Me playing games and just reacting to stuff? Is that even allowed? Do reaction YouTubers even do that? Not sure, but you know, why not?
Always seem to end up falling into complete irrelevancy. Fred equals Tree, Smosh, all channels that at one time sat at the absolute peak of YouTube, but quickly fell apart after the absence of their iconic hosts. Matt, Steph, and the rest of the Game Theory team are certainly aware of this, and they attempted to negate the usual knee-jerk reactions of slighted fans by slowly introducing the new hosts over time, cleverly before Matt announced his imminent retirement. This certainly succeeded in facilitating a smooth transition without any major drama, but taking a look at the analytics, it's a different story. If we look at the past 6 videos across the 4 tiers channels, excluding videos that have been up for less than 1 week, and get an average view count, then compare it to the average of 6 videos uploaded exactly 1 year ago before Matt announced his retirement, it's pretty concerning. Game Theory, 3.3.
Okay, so in my opinion, yes, that is true. We all knew that a lot of people would have is going to leave when Matt leaves, and you know, we just have to accept that Matt's gone, and it sucks. And he's fully gone now because Matt didn't fully leave. He was on GT Live, and you know that was fun. That was a couple of fun months. He was there, really fun. And but now he's gone fully. And yes, it made sense the views would go down because you know Matt has the goat of theories. And he was the game theorist. I mean, the theorist of theorists. So you know, it makes sense that things would change when he leaves. So I do believe that. Yes, the viewer count, the viewer count. Yes, it makes sense it goes down. But still, some of the videos do hit 1 million. And when Matt was there, most of the time the videos were at 1 million views, and that's it. Sometimes 2 million, sometimes 1 million. So some of the videos, then Tom releases do hit 1 million. So it's not, that bad. Not that bad at all. Let's continue.
To 1 million views. Style Theory, an average of 3.1 million all the way down to 500k, and the other channels aren't doing any better. Overall, it's a reduction from an average of 11.5 million to 3.1 million views, an almost 4-time reduction in view count only 3 months after MatPat's retirement. I'm a big fan of all these channels, but the numbers don't lie, and I fear they illustrate the beginning of the downfall of yet another iconic channel after being acquired by a multi-million-dollar conglomerate and having its main host step down. So let's analyze why this is happening, how they can potentially recover, or if that's even possible at this point. But
Oh,
why is
wait,
Matt Pat-
I gotta pee. I'll be right back. Put on back the music. All right, I'm back. Okay, so where were we?
Pat leaving have such a profound impact on these channels? Well, Matt's been on YouTube for a long time, longer than many game theory viewers have even been alive, and we've witnessed the public perception of game theory and Matt himself change dramatically over the years. I think game theory is a staple to a lot of our childhoods, and the basic pitch of it being a way to teach intimidating concepts like physics and psychology through the lens of video games was a really admirable and positive approach.
Game theory, gaming's tangential learning experience.
Matt often fit the role of a teacher more than a gamer, and it helped game theory stand out within the typically cynical and edgy gaming YouTube space of the time. But over time, how people saw Matt Pat started to shift, especially in the late 2010 edgy era of YouTube. I felt like the general public perception of Matt shifted to seeing him as a kind of cringy, fake corporate kind of guy, and the more far-reaching theories started to get major backlash online.
Final step and said that Sam's happened to be negative from Earthbound.
I am gonna fucking break something if I hear any more of this fucking trash.
I suspect.
Oh my god, it's Etika. Oh my god. Etika, bro. Man, that's crazy.
This is largely from his young fanbase growing up into jaded teenagers who saw game theory as childish, unlike the cool, grown-up channels they like now, like Leafy is Here. But over time this started to cool down, and I think a big part of that was the Game Theory Live channel. Here Matt began to post raw live streams that allowed viewers to get a sense for Matt's actual personality, and he came off as a very genuine and likable person, with a passion for teaching and spreading positivity. He's a rare creator that is actually wholesome, like he's never even seen porn.
I've actually never looked at porn ever, like outside of outside of
He has a very earnest and somewhat naive charm that did a lot in winning back the now nostalgic old game theory fans.
All right. Now that is a story. That is a story. Now that really is a story. Anyway, I will not be telling that story.
By the time we reach modern day, the general YouTube community had grown a deep connection and appreciation for Matt. One of his most appealing qualities was his genuine enthusiasm for the topics he covered. When he discussed stuff like Five Nights at Freddy's, although some accused him of milking the franchise, you could tell he had a genuine obsessive fixation with it, which was very enduring and relatable. Personally, his meta YouTube videos always drew me to his channel, and it's part of what inspired what I make. I think his personality brought a lot of adults to game theory, despite being outside its target demographic. Although at the end of the day, game theory is a business, and there's a huge team behind it. And as the years went on, it started to become more and more common for Matt to cover franchises he clearly didn't have much familiarity with for the sake of covering a trending topic for SEO reasons. And it'd sometimes come.
The thing is, that is true. But the thing, he did watch them, and he did play them. He did watch them. He did play them. On GT Live, he did play them. We saw full-on evidence of him playing it. So yeah, but I understand when he's talking about, like, we call it again, like film theory. Yeah, he might or might not have watched it, or might have watched it, but don't have a full understanding of it. And don't forget that he's not the one who write the scripts. You know, he just most of the time just reads the scripts. You know, so don't forget, as you said, he's a business, so he writes the scripts.
Come off a little forced and cynical, to be honest.
where you meets the creepy looking Igor and his assistant Elizabeth.
Okay, so this has been memed to death. The whole he calls Margaret Elizabeth thing. I don't know why you didn't, like, why wouldn't you proofread it and think that's not Elizabeth?
It always bugged me with film theory especially. For the most part though, film theory videos at least had some overlap with the general interests of Matt and the game theory audience. But when food theory launched in 2020, it was clearly a lot more niche, and style theory even more so. Despite this clear discrepancy of audience interest, these channels still did really well, and a big reason for that was seeing Matt, who was just as clueless about cooking and fashion as the average gamer, learn about it along with.
What the hell? You got a gigantic fat man over here. Is that Boogie Woogie? No, it's not even called Boogie Woogie. It's Boogie something. I don't know who this is. I don't know what this is. It's just a random person.
Was really the star of the show on these channels. They featured a lot of in-person segments of Matt cooking and conducting experiments on camera. His journey of learning about food and fashion became a narrative in of itself, making the content even more engaging and facilitating a greater connection between Matt and the fans. Over time, Matt managed to steadily grow Game Theory and the three other channels to a cumulative 43 million subscribers, expanding the Tier's team to over a dozen people and reaching the absolute peak of YouTube. But that required insane dedication and consistency, and eventually, late last year, Matt announced he would be stepping back from the role of host of all four Tier's channels. There was a huge outpouring of support all over the internet after this, with people sharing their appreciation for the influence Game Theory had over the years and wishing Matt well as he took a more behind the scenes role so he could focus on family and other projects. Then after his final 10 Theories, the new hosts were welcomed with nothing but positivity. As for the new hosts, they're all
Honestly, not bad. The hosts are not bad. So, let's see. Food, style, game, film, GT Live. That's funny. That it's just like GT Live. That's funny. But yeah,
better fits in theory. A film buff, a guy who can cook, and a girl that's more knowledgeable in the fashion space. Won't only ever really fit the gamer archetype. But looking back to the slipping view counts we saw earlier, the channels simply aren't performing nearly as well without Matt at the helm. So why is this? Are the new hosts that much worse than Matt? No. Honestly, I think they're perfectly fine. Have the videos decreased in quality? Well, no. In fact, they're literally the exact same. That's the biggest point. I think looking at this, you have to realize that, like I referred to earlier, Game Theory isn't just Matt. There was a huge team working together to make each video. It's a heavily collaborative process, and most of the time, Matt isn't even the one writing the words he speaks. He's more overseeing the project like a director, a role he's still filling today. Really, the only thing that's changed is the voice reading the scripts. And those new voices certainly aren't bad, but it's clear they're no replacement for Matt. Really, no one could be. At least not right away. He really is core to the channel's identity. Even earlier in its life, Game Theory did have a history of guest hosts every once in a while, and audiences liked them overall, but none of their videos ever performed nearly as well or were as memorable as some of the best hosted by Matt. People stuck around because they knew MatPat would be back next week, but if Game Theory just became the Gaijin Goombas show, do you think Game Theory would have grown to the size it did? I don't think so. These fill-in hosts were really just a little bonus to most fans, but definitely not the reason they kept coming back. When it comes to Game Theory and really every big channel, the host matters just as much as the content. MatPat's audience had a strong attachment to him, built over years and years. Game Theory has been part of our lives since we were kids, and this nostalgic attachment is something the new hosts, despite their expertise, simply can't replicate.
Yet. Let's be real here. In a couple of years, if they keep pushing, and I hope they do, honest to God, I hope they do, we'll get used to them. I've watched everyone except, well, that's not true. After Matt left, I haven't been watching them as much. I do check in from time to time. I mostly do watch Tom. Tom's pretty funny, but I haven't seen the film because, you know, there really aren't that many great films coming out. So I'm not really sure what he's doing. I'd have to go check that out. Food. I haven't checked food out in a while. So worse is that I have not checked that out in a while. But Tom, I do check out Tom's one. Because, you know, there's a lot of games coming out. Like Bendy, he just released the Bendy one. Also, what's it called again? Poppy Playtime. Yeah, chapter 4 trailer got released. So I already know for a fact this man's already popping out the new Poppy video video. So oof. Yikes. Hold up. Huh. I already did 3. Oh my gosh, you gotta be joking with me. This whole time my mind was correct and I did 4. Oh my god. Anyway, it is what it is.
Trying to be another MatPat is just off-putting. Like these weird images of them recreating his iconic thinking pose like skinwalkers or something. No, the goal shouldn't be to replace MatPat, but to bring their own style to the channels for the next generation. It'll take time, but I believe that the new hosts all have the charisma and natural charm to build their own unique connection with the current and future Game Theory audience. They're all likable and more than competent hosts, handpicked by Matt and Team Tourist. The challenge for the new hosts isn't just about maintaining quality and being knowledgeable in their respective fields, which they're certainly excelling at, but also about building their own unique connection with the audience, the same way MatPat did over years, not by emulating him, but by showcasing their own unique personalities. I think people are already connecting with Santi from Food Theory, for example. He definitely has his own unique voice from that, which is on full display with his humor and narration style. That adds a lot of life to
See what I'm talking about? I haven't checked him out in a while. So now, since I now know that, I'm gonna go watch some of the videos since I'm still grinding. So after this, I might go check out Food Theory. Because why the heck not? Oh, got it right here. Okay, we're good.
the channel. And although Food Theory is in the lower half of performing channels, I do believe over time he can build his own audience and Food Theory will definitely grow back to and even beyond its previous standing. I think occasionally leaning into that more personality-driven content will work well for all the channels in the long run, rather than just trying to talk like and be MatPat 2.0. Matt is a truly legendary YouTube personality, and I don't think he can ever be truly replaced. Right now, Game Theory is in a precarious position, and as for if it can survive or not without him, only time will tell, but I truly hope it can rebound, and the new host can carry on the legacy of Game Theory as an important part of the childhoods for a new generation on YouTube, just as it was for so many of us.
The rise, death, and rebirth. Honestly, this man's cooked. This man's made a lot of good videos. But you know, I'm really interested. Let's see it.
Newgrounds. It's the genesis for animation exploding online. Practically every big animator on YouTube today either got their start or is heavily inspired by the legendary animators that dominated this site during its heyday in the 2000s. Utilizing Adobe, then Macromedia Flash, Newgrounds allowed for animations, games, music, hell, practically anything creative to be uploaded years before YouTube even existed. Its staunchly anti-censorship stance and huge, passionate, collaborative community of self-taught creatives gave birth to many early internet memes, as they created anything from wholesome music videos to absurdly violent, vulgar, and sometimes challenging works of art. With the biggest creators sort of being like proto-e-celebs in the pre-social media age. And there was a huge variation of animation styles present on Newgrounds. Sprite animation was big, especially early on. Stuff like the Madness collection elected to use Flash's intended tweened animation style, while others used it to create traditional frame-by-frame animation. Standouts of the early days would be guys like David Furt with the uber-viral salad fingers. But the big cheese on the site would have to be Aaron Hansen, Egoraptor, with his awesome series being funny enough to dominate the site, despite the extremely rough production values.
Oh my god, I'm so scared!
Oh shit, dog, this is disgusting. Oh my god, it's disgusting as hell. Hey guys, what's going on? Oh god, Jesus Christ! Ah!
Hey man, you called? Oh god, oh god!
Hey guys, what's up? Oh jeez, oh there's piss everywhere.
Inspiring video game parodies to become the internet animator's bread and butter. But every animator on Newgrounds at the time looked up to one guy, by the name of Adam Phillips. He was actually a Disney animator who uploaded his personal projects on the site under the name Shoelade, and his skills absolutely blew the minds of everyone else, with him pushing Flash animation to levels no one thought possible, with every other animator on the site aspiring to reach his quality. I think a lot of people think of Newgrounds and imagine that Newgrounds animation style meme from a few years ago, and think it's all crudely made offensive shitposts. But although that did make up a large portion of it, as you look through these creators' backlogs, you can see them grow more and more skilled with each submission, till their animations went from looking like this to looking like this. And as Newgrounds grew, it drew in tons of now huge names to give animation a try themselves. Hot Diggity Demon, Sir Palo, Oni NG, Psychopowls. And you really can't talk about this era without mentioning Ed Gould, with his iconic Ed's World series really standing out among the rest. This animated series was more like something you'd see on Cartoon Network than the typical by-the-mill 1.5 minute video game parodies, with episodes sometimes exceeding 10 minutes and largely made entirely by Ed himself, featuring genuinely funny, sharp writing and ambitious visuals. It gained a huge, enduring fan base even today, outgrowing the site it originated from. And as time went on, Harry Partridge cemented himself as probably the most technically skilled animator of this era, probably still today, with his sublimely clean and professional looking style, full of generous, fluffy, Disney-esque frames, solid drawings, and a refined direction in the sea of chaos that was Newgrounds. Although that chaos had an undeniable charm, like my personal favorite, Corey Spazkid. His animations were the true encapsulation of Newgrounds, crude, horny, and violent, all packaged in an absurd, Rain Man-like talent for animation, with his controlled, chaotic style full of wide spacing, cushioned by aggressive, squishy slowouts, and a charming gestural drawing style that is wholly his own. And as the 2010s were drawing to a close, I'd say these kids making animations on their cheap Wacom bamboos did reach the level of quality of that Disney animator that seemed so mystifying all the way back in 2003. So although Newgrounds was a dominant place for animation in the 2000s, from its launch in 2006, YouTube did have its own scene as well. There are guys like Alan Becker, with his insanely creative Stickman Versus series of videos that I'm sure a lot of you are getting crazy nostalgia blasts looking at right now. But if Newgrounds—
Oh my god. We're growing up. We're getting old. We're getting old. Oh my god. Nah, man, we're getting too old. Nah, we're just getting old. This is crazy.
was the home for 2D animation, you could think of YouTube as the home for other animation styles: stop motion, Gmod movies, VFX, and of course 3D animation. I can't not mention Rooster Teeth here. Starting on their own website, these guys pioneered something called machinima animation, basically animations made by moving around video game characters, with their ludicrously popular Red vs. Blue series, using Halo 3 gameplay to create a comedy series that run for not multiple episodes but full-on seasons, continually evolving until it incorporated full-on hand-keyed 3D animation. Notably, this sequence made by the one Monty Ohm. Monty gained fame on YouTube with his insanely cool 3D animated fight sequences that were head and shoulders above what anyone else was doing at the time, quickly moving on to working in actual game studios before being hired by Rooster Teeth to work for them, with him really being the heart and soul of their similarly massive Ruby series, largely due to it being a vehicle for his trademark epic animations that, at this point shortly before his untimely passing, were pretty much feature quality. Moving to the early 2010s, YouTube's animation community was expanding with stuff like the animation meme community gaining prominence, and the site was also starting to become a tantalizing prospect for the Newgrounds guys as well, since it offered both a bigger audience and much better monetization compared to the homegrown Newgrounds. Although there was pushback due to the tight-knit community that had formed on Newgrounds and YouTube's much lower video quality.
They were meant to be seen on newgrounds.com. Click that link on the right to go watch them how they were meant to be seen. Crystal clear without all this fuzzy compression bullshit.
But eventually, everyone started to post to work on both sites. So from this point forward, with the influx of Newgrounds animators, animation started to absolutely dominate YouTube. This is when the more contemporary guys really cemented their names. Oni and G was putting out banger after banger with stuff like Dragon Ball P, Wingardium Leviosa, and his collaborative Hellbenders project with Psychopebbles, destroying the lexicon of teenage boys across the globe. Although well produced, the charm of these was more the unique comedy brought, rather than flexing their animation talents, with an emphasis not on flashy visuals, but movements used intelligently to emphasize the humor, and they were really freaking funny. These, Hot Diggity Demons Magnum Opus, the Pony.move series, and Joe's Mega Viral Shorts, just to name a few, were regularly racking up dozens of millions of views, allowing the most popular artists to go full-time making cartoons online, with most of them putting out their best work in this period. But everything changed in 2012, when YouTube shifted its algorithm to prioritize watch time over raw views, when it came to what to promote and advertise on. This decision, aimed at combating clickbait, ended up inadvertently devastating animators. Animation obviously takes a long time. Your average slop producer, or at the time I guess vlogger / let's player, had no problem pumping out multiple 10-minute videos a week. But even the most productive animation channels would be lucky to get half a dozen 2 to 4 minute videos up a year, resulting in insanely low watch time and slashing their already modest revenue. Overnight, it became totally infeasible to make a living off of animation on YouTube. It was basically like 9/11 for video game parody animators. This resulted in animators needing to heavily adapt to stay alive on YouTube. Famously, Egoraptor moved his focus to the Let's Play channel Game Grumps, along with the beloved video game reviewer JonTron, a channel that bittersweetly became wildly successful, at least monetarily far outperforming his animations, resulting in one of the all-time greats of online animation slowly abandoning the art form. Despite commonly shitting on Let's Players, Oni initially tried to make more basic animations, but eventually caved in and started up Oni Plays, becoming just as big as Game Grumps just a few years later, although he and these guys did keep animating, but we'll get back to that. Others managed to hold out thanks to their cult fan bases they'd amassed, utilizing stuff like merch and Patreon, or taking on freelance projects to get by. But at the end of the day, animation was just overall far less prevalent on YouTube, with creators having to greatly slow down or just abandon the site altogether. So I don't want to make it seem like animation was totally dead. If there's something you could call animators, it'd be tenacious. And the community lived on, with people posting sporadically, purely for the love of the game. A lot gained respectable audience.
Honestly, just sitting playing games, just watching YouTube. Honestly, that was like that speaks to people's careers. It's honestly crazy how people live off YouTube, just doing these kind of stuff. I wish that could be me as well, but that's not possible. So I would just have to do this as a hobby. I know it's a fun hobby in my opinion. Really fun hobby. So where was I? Right.
With fan animations like Game Grumps Animated, MMDs, and multi-animator projects gained their own niches. And there are occasional videos that hit the YouTube mainstream, like reanimated projects, where sometimes hundreds of animators would come together to recreate beloved TV episodes or movies, with each recreating short segments in their own unique style, forming a totally unique and super cool experience, while also giving a platform for the new blood to gain an audience in the now hostile algorithm. But it was 2016 when animation really came back to life on YouTube, only in a much different form than what we had before. Storytime animation, pioneered by Suzy and stylistically cemented by Domix, was essentially a blending of vlogs and animation, with a usually soft, wholesome, simplistic avatar of the creator.
Oh my god. Alex Clark. Man, this guy used to make banger story. Oh, not again. This guy used to make banger stories. Like every one of his stories were so entertaining. It's not even funny. I think there was a video on his downfall. It's not honestly. It's just crazy how most of these OG YouTubers are gone.
taking on freelance projects to get by, but at the end of the day, animation was just overall
Oh, where was I? Up there we go. Yep, there we go.
vlogs and animation, with a usually soft, wholesome, simplistic avatar of the creator recounting a relatable tale from their lives or musing on a general topic with wide appeal. And when the titans of this genre, the Odd Ones Out and Jaden Animation's channels caught on around 2016, they really caught on, quickly rising to the peak of YouTube and far outperforming the animation channels that came before them. Pretty much purely personality driven, these were a huge departure from the short, often crude and shocking, skill flexing animations that we've been talking about up to this point. Storytime is laid back, inviting, intimate, and most immediately obvious, very minimally animated, with the creator's personality being the main appeal. They could get away with a very basic animation style, relying pretty much just on key poses, with the drawings being squished down and popping between each pose. They're much closer to animatics in presentation. This, along with the simplistic characters and backgrounds, often foregoing color altogether, allowed their videos to not only be much longer, but pumped out far more often than the previous generation's ambitious tunes. This, along with the content's much less edgy tone, allowing for it to appeal to a bigger audience, namely kids, made storytime animation a whole ass industry, with tons of others jumping on the storytime bandwagon. To be honest, a majority of these were blatant clones that felt like they were hopping on the trend for views due to the low skill barrier, rather than for a passion for animation. But others were just kids inspired by the bigger guys and inspired to get their start in the art form. That said, there were standouts with their own styles. Something Else YT feared a little bit older. Emirichu had a very appealing anime-styled artwork as opposed to the usual marshmallow people look. Didus had a unique voice I always found pretty funny and authentic. So, despite being the most popular form of animation on YouTube, considering how different the tone and audience was, I don't think Storytime was really eating into the audience of the struggling traditional animators, but that didn't stop the rapid rise from bringing with it an equally violent explosion of drama. As you see, the rise of Storytime just so happened to coincide with the explosion of the commentary community. Two genres that could not be more opposed. The main criticisms levied at the Storytime channels was that the videos were all the same, had inauthentic carbon-copied personalities, and most of all had low-effort visuals. To be honest, those first two could be applied to any niche on YouTube, especially the very commentary channels making those comments, but when it came
It's crazy that I was so where is it?
and most of all YouTube, low-effort visuals. To be honest, those first two could be applied to any niche on YouTube.
I never have ever have seen a Leafy's here video. That's honestly crazy. I wasn't even so my time on YouTube. This guy was still around during my time on YouTube, but I've never got recommended or ever seen it during my time. So I was pretty lucky that I never encountered these type of videos.
Especially the very commentary channels making those comments. But when it came to the animation, I think some channels definitely didn't really care about the animation side of it, and they just saw it as a vehicle to put their personalities out there or for easy views. And that's fine, you know, but the channels who grow the most, you could tell really did care for the art form, and they were trying. I mean, the Odds One Out, for example, was putting out 5 to 8 minute videos like every 2 weeks at his peak. Sacrifices have to be made there, but even still, you can tell he was improving, adding more movement and nicer visuals as time went on. And nowadays, the biggest Storytime channels can sometimes have honestly pretty great animation, as they grew to such a point that they can employ whole ass teams to work with them, allowing them to keep their algorithm friendly length and upload consistency while still putting out really high quality stuff. Although these channels aren't really my cup of tea, when I do check out one of them, I'm often shocked to see how much the visuals have improved since I last checked in. After 2016, besides the Storytime guys, animation was starting to see a bit of a comeback. The algorithm was eased to be a lot less cutthroat in terms of what got recommended. We had guys like Meat Canyon and his team, at least for a while, being able to get by with his ridiculously popular animated parodies of online figures in his trademark grotesque style. And nowadays, you see a lot of channels incorporating animation into their videos to add personality, sort of like the evolution of the talking PNG cartoon reviewer format, with this video essay style requiring far less animation per minute, allowing for longer videos that could earn halfway decent ad revenue. Major shoutouts to Funky, Doodle, and Max Cheese Brain Dump series. Even if you don't particularly care about whatever topic they're covering, these are worth watching for visuals alone. However, if there's one thing that defines this era, it'd have to be the rise of
Honestly, next to this channel, I got more channels I can go take a look at. Well, let's continue.
indie animation. In 2019, YouTuber FizzyPop uploaded a 30-minute passion project Has
Ooh, yeah. Nah, this is where things really blew up.
Been Hotel. With a huge team behind it, it ended up being pretty successful. Has-Been has a very unique visual style and a humor that you'll either love or hate. Personally, I really like it, and it just exudes passion and ambition with how well animated, voiced, the music, really everything here is. It's just at such a high level compared to what you'd expect to see from YouTube animation. And this was more than just a cool YouTube video. It was made as a pilot to be pitched and potentially picked up by a studio, which largely thanks to its online virality came true with it being picked up and premiering its first season on Amazon Prime just last year. This indie animation to full show pipeline truly raised the bar for what could be done in terms of online animation. So during the late 2010s, there'd be tons of projects following in its footsteps, using Kickstarter to crowdfund a pilot, hiring a huge team to bring their dream cartoon to life. Long Gone Gulch, Monkey Wrench, Lackadaisy, bringing new talented creatives to the forefront of online animation, inspiring the next generation of animators just as the Newground guys did. And others leveraged their popularity and skills they developed online to grow beyond the Newground guys.
Hold up, ain't this? Okay, okay. You know what? Let me just pass this.
Guys did. And others leveraged their popularity and skills they developed online to grow beyond YouTube. Smiling Friends, co-created by Newgrounds alumni Psycha Pebbles and Michael Cusack, premiered on Adult Swim in 2020. This show, largely thanks to their resourceful, independent spirit and collaboration with dozens of other talented online animators, managed to look better than anything else on TV, despite its first season having roughly the budget of one episode of Family Guy. And it was an absolute roaring success, pretty much saving the reputation and viability of mainstream adult animation, bringing the offbeat humor and collaborative spirit of Newgrounds to the mainstream, with it only becoming more and more popular each season as I, and I'm sure a lot of you, eagerly await the third that's currently in production. But when it comes to purely online animation, the one series that really stands above the rest is the cultural juggernaut, The Amazing Digital Circus. Made by animator Gooseworks, along with the Glitch Productions animation studio, and published on their YouTube channel, this currently 2-episode series holds some real eye-candy visuals. It's 3D animated with a super cartoony, bouncy look that stands out, offering a unique appeal even amongst mainstream 3D animation you'd see from big studios. This, along with its solid comedy, without relying on shock value and instantly iconic and marketable characters, led to insane levels of success. Electing to maintain truly independent and on YouTube, it's by far the most successful of this indie cartoon renaissance. It and all these other series' popularity really stands as a ray of hope for the future of online animation that seemed so dark and uncertain just a few years ago.
Wow, that's how it ends. Hold up. Oh, they're back. Hold up, they're back. Is it actually? No way.
This is not a drill.
They're back. They're actually back. Oh my god, they're back. Wait, he's back. It's a classic. Oh my god, let's go.
Rule 1. The human whose name is written in the note shall die. Rule 2. This note will not take effect unless the writer and the person's face is in their mind. Rule 3. If the cause of death is written within 40 seconds of writing the person's name, it will happen. Rule 34. Oh.
Okay, all right. Okay. Alright, one more stage, then I can go sleep. This sucks. Anyway, 59 minutes. I might not watch it off, not gonna lie. What's that? Let's just get right into it.
When to waste the stuff, Death Note. We're now at Wakamundo? Oh, and there's the main character, Light Yagami, sitting in that one seat that every single protagonist sits in every single anime ever. And he's over here like, man, I'm bored. I feel like killing would be some fun. And just as he thinks that, here's when this one book comes falling out of the sky, having the main character over here mouth wide open like, holy sh**. Gravity. And upon picking up this notebook and reading the rules stating that you write name, that person dead, Light is like, man, this shit's stupid. Imagine being dumb enough to even try. See this meth head right here with the chop cut? Hold up. Dead. And you see this ugly bastard approaching this woman trying to get all up in her guts? Hold up. Let me check out the hentai section real quick. Oh yeah. Dead! And was that truck-kun just now? What can this notebook not do? Well, anyways, moving forward, with Light seemingly finding a liking to this notebook, killing high and low profile criminals left and right, raising that goddamn KDR, it seems we got him giggling all alone in his dark room as if he's an anime villain or something. But just as he does this is when this one Shinigami drops tilted into the human world, entering Light's room, jump scaring his shit, and introducing himself as Ryuk. And he's like, God damn! This motherfucker wrote a whole page out of the Harry Potter book in this bitch. But then follows up and telling Light, yeah, I'm just here to watch. I don't give a shit what you do with that book. And just guzzling down these apples like the throat goat that he is. And
Hey,
so
yo.
Light goes on a yapping spree, going on about how he will become the god of the new world, and he will be the one to pass judgment on these vermin, these criminals, for causing global warming.
Not Goku.
Bro, you good? This man really out of breath from moving a pencil. And oh wow, what's this? It seems the police caught on to the killings and are now all together in this group meeting, talking about how all these criminals just randomly died from heart attacks. And not gonna lie, if it was America, they would have just wrote it off as an overdose of McDonald's. But since it is
Nah, the American slander is crazy. The one that was sad, he ain't wrong. If you go to a Costco, you can pay $10 for 18-inch pizza. Nigga. An 18-inch pizza.
country of Nippon, they're like, I don't think it's the cholesterol. Suspecting that there is an entity killing these motherfuckers. On which Light's dad, who is the chief of the police, is like, let's just call L, who is apparently an undefeated detective, a man who can solve any case and always lives to tell the tale. On which we then have this one dude named Watsuri spawning out of
Foreshadowing.
nowhere in a Sherlock Holmes cosplay, whipping out his 2002 Dell laptop and a Skype call with the man himself, L, on which he then tells everyone at the police force, this shit's too free, I got this shit. Which, now cutting back to the person who's behind all of this, we got him creating this whole ass contraption that was so in-depth and so cool in concept, it's forgotten for the rest of the show. But oh hey, he's now famous, following his noble acts of divine judgment, and apparently has formed a whole ass cult behind his actions, getting the sick ass nickname Kira. One of the most brilliant and badass names out there, because if you think about it, Kira sounds like Kira. Killa. Yeah.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
And oh hey, it seems it's L. And he's over here trying to contact Kira directly, passing on the very subtle message to him. What's up, bitch? I'm gonna find that sweet little ass of yours in the
Hey, yo.
For justice. And with hearing
I
this
swear,
big
man.
challenge, this has Light standing up, yelling at his goddamn TV like a maniac, going, what's up then? Let me just simply write your name down that you have conveniently displayed on your desk, and this cannot be a trap whatsoever. And goddamn, this man really took up half of the page. Well, that's pretty wasteful if you ask me. And oh well, L's dead. I guess Light wins. What? L isn't dead? And this whole time L was setting up a trap for Kira? How could this be? And this man L even had the audacity to pull up on the mic saying, got your bitch ass. You really thought that was me? And so, with giving this new foe, Light's like, yeah, I might have to kill you. Which, fast forwarding a bit, we now got Light hacking into his dad's work PC, gaining access to the police force's secret confidential case files. And of course, with this being highly secured, we got a highly secured password right here, 12 characters in length, and what could it possibly be? Peanut butter. And upon bypassing this heavy security, this is where Light finds out that they already suspect a high school student with the timing of the deaths. And with Light using his oh so big noggin, he's then like, wait, if I just adjust the times of the death, deaths. That will definitely throw them off. But unfortunately, this has backfired on him, as L now looks over people who have connections to the police force's databases and is like, yeah, it has to be the Yagamis. Sending this one FBI agent on Light's ass with zero stealth whatsoever, on which Ryuk out here is just giving out comms saying, yo, Light, there's someone trying to get your booty cheeks. And with realizing that he's being tailed, this now brings us back to the laboratory to cook up our next move to shake off the police. And with given the situation, this is where Ryuk tells Light, yo, you know you could give me half of your life? Fuck that shit. There's no need for the shutting gun when you have ego on your side.
That I swear, man. Honestly, I'm just glad that she started to make these videos again. His old ones were like peak. Like when the Gigak used to make them too. Oh my gosh, man, the golden age of Abridge, in my opinion.
And so upon Light doing some silly old experimentation on some random inmates to test the true potential of the Death Note's capabilities, he's then like, okay, time to catch this scrub. I'm trying to fuck. And just like that, Light gets the date with the FBI agent telling
Nah.
him just as planned. This, of course, has the FBI agent sitting right directly behind him to not bring any attention towards himself. And oh god, the chronic glue eater makes his appearance, hijacking the bus, telling everyone, don't move, I have a gun. As if that wasn't obvious already. And with taking the phone and contacting the amusement park that this bus is designated for, he sternly tells them, you better give me your profits or else these hostages will die. Which, I mean, who the fuck does a heist on an amusement park? Oh, that's right, a glue eater. We then have Light over here like, don't worry, I got this. I'm the main character. Which based the FBI agent into telling Light, no, that's dangerous. Let me handle this. Here, by the way, this is my name and social security number. Revealing his American-ass name, Ray Peenberg. On which has Light going, huh, well, that was easy. Returning the ID and going, whoopsie-daisy. It seems we got the attention of the hijacker. And with him picking up this piece of paper, there spawns Ryuk in front of him like, shoot me, pussy.
Hold up. Nah, that's crazy. I got him again. Do you know how easy this guy's to get? He's so easy to get. It's not even funny. But it's so annoying that I can get him that easily. Jose Ultimate. And I can't get Chun Jing-woo. It's really annoying.
And yo, what are we doing cuddling out here? You were just pointing a gun at him a second ago. And oh hey, let me just get off the bus and randomly try to do a push-up in the middle of the street. What a great idea. Well, I guess that's why you always look both ways before you cross the road. And with all of this happening, the bus driver is over here like, holy shit, that motherfucker got pancaked. While Ray Pember is like, yeah, there's no way this high school student is Kira. Time to dip. And so, with Ray Pember fleeing.
Huh, that's interesting. I'm looking at the thing and it says my stream is 4 years ago. Huh. Wow.
The scene, this has Light over here like, well, guess it's time to kill you. And so in the most I'm in disguise ever, Light pulls up to the subway in this shady ass beanie and shady ass hoodie combo, just out here camping, just waiting to intercept Ray Pember on his trip to Dunkin' Donuts. And oh hey, there he is, having Light awkwardly approach him like, I'm Kira, bitch. If you value your life and your family's life, you best not turn around. And you see that kid right there? Look at his ass not even working. That's a crime and deserves death. Oh, those are some ugly ass glasses, by the way. And with proving that he's indeed Kira, this has Ray Pember over here, of course, shook. But Light reassures him, you're safe as long as you do this one thing right here, and that is just to write down every single FBI agent on this piece of paper, and you're free to go home, scot-free. And so, upon doing so, and stepping off this train, he's like, God damn, this heartburn hit indifferent. As he turns back, seeing the face of Light Yagami, with him passing the advice, you need Pepto-Bismol. And so with that, it seems Light has successfully wiped out all of the FBI agents sent here in Japan, even having the FBI director, Dr. Eggman, confirming to L, yeah, all our homies are dead. It seems Kira is just too OP, man. Which now moving forward, with the dangers of the Kira case rising, with this man just taking out people who even just oppose him, this is where the police force gets together with Chief Policeman, Mr. Yagami, stepping in delivering this very motivational speech about putting their lives on the line to solve this Kira case. And those who are cowards and don't have enough backbone to pursue Kira, please leave the premises. Wait, Where the fuck did everyone go? Well, at least we got these 5 remaining people here. Mogi, Ukita, Aizawa, Ide, and the most powerful and useful member of them all, Machida. Officially forming the Japanese task force, led by none other than the man himself, L. And with viewing each of these men as trustworthy individuals, here's when L invites them to meet up in person, where he goes, "Hey, I'm L." What the fuck was that? And here, of course, we got them discussing about Kira, as we now cut over back to Light's family, with his mom trying to get his little sister to bring a change of clothes to his father, cause he's out here staying dedicated to the cause, on which Light is like, let me take that for you. And upon making his way all the way to the police department to drop the clothes off, here's when he encounters this one woman talking crazy about Kira, and overhearing that she's investigating the Kira case, wanting to pass some crucial information to the Popo. Having Light pull up like, "God damn, what did Kira do to you?" Well, anyways, I'm the son of the chief. I hope I can help. And with just having the most trustable face in the world, and speech 100 abilities, they start bonding over their knowledge on Kira, introducing one another, with Light introducing himself as Light, of course, and this woman introducing herself as Maki Shoko, revealing her Kira knowledge so far, and how she knows that this man Kira can control the actions of his victims before death, and is capable of controlling the method of death as well. And with her just going on about how recently Kira took out her fiance, who was apparently an FBI agent, and apparently revealed his ID to someone on the bus before dying, she has reason to suspect that Kira was the very person he was investigating. And with putting 2 and 2 together, Light is like, wait, ain't no way you talking about Ray Pember. Nah, you know too much. You're next, bitch. And with pulling out this page out of the death note, he then writes down her death sentence right then and there, cause how foolish. She gave away her
Nah, bro, that the way honestly, what she did was really dumb.
name during their introductions. But for some godforsaken reason, after these 40 seconds passed, nothing happened. Having Light over here mad confused, like, what the fuck? Is my death note glitched? And Ryuko over here just dying in the back, having Light coming to the conclusion that alias. And so, with not having her real name, this has Light exploring his options, like,
she's a woman after all. I suppose if I had to, I could use force.
Seems legit. And given this moment, this is when she turns around her recruit
Once again, speech 100.
you right here to the task force. Just pass me your ID and social security number, just like your boyfriend, and we should be Gucci. Here you go. And with writing down her real name on the death note page and staring at his watch for an entire 30 seconds straight, Naomi Misora is like, why are you staring at your watch so much? On which Light tells her, well, it seems it's 1:25 p.m. And oh yeah, I'm Kira. And not gonna lie, this has to be one of the most BMing moments I've ever seen in anime. At least top 1. Cause this man Light really pulled out his phone in front of her saying, oh, it seems we can get in contact with the task force right now. Would you like to share anything? Why are you walking away? My phone is right here. As she metaphorically walks up these stairways to her demise. So, what does this make his KDR now? Comment down below. Well, anyways, moving forward, with the task force now finding out about Naomi's death, or supposedly gone missing, I mean, they're like, yeah, she gone. And L over here is like, Mr. Yagami, put some damn cameras in your house. Your wife's bathroom included. Aye, aye, Captain. And so with Light returning back home after a hard-working school day, he's then like, who the fuck touched my door? Cause this man really
The things that I learned to do this as well after watching Death Note, it does come in clutch. Honestly does.
here set up a level 3 security on his shit, from the angle of the doorknob to this piece of paper and even a piece of lead that would break upon the door being open. And with realizing his house is being put under surveillance, he then heads out with Ryuk, telling him, yo, if you could just spot every single camera in the house, you can get some apples. On which the throat goat does without any hesitation, confirming the placements of each camera, as Light appreciates this very educational book with incredible plot, with his dad over here like, I always knew my son was a man of culture. On which this is when Light gets called for dinner, where we get this incredible buffet with white rice, mushroom stew, fruity pebbles, and whatever this is, and we got the Emoto gushing over the soap opera. And Ella's like, aha, this is where I can get Kira, posting up this message on TV stating that there is 1,500 men currently on the Kira case, and they're coming for his ass. On which has Light responding to this like, man, whose dumbass idea was it to post that message? Personally, if I was Kira, I would have fallen for that shit. Anyways, fuck dinner, time for some chips. And oh god, it seems we're going on another criminal killing spree, with Light solving equations with his right hand and beating his shit with his left. I mean, writing names with his left. And with this trick right here, there is
Man, what time is it? It's 4:49 a.m. Damn, it took me 2 hours at this point, because I've been streaming for, let's see, Jesus, like 1 hour 45 minutes. Oh my god.
absolutely no way L can suspect him, because he's out here taking this potato chip and, what was the line again? Well, anyways, it looks like it was a mission complete, as L over here is like, well, it seems you guys are innocent enough to call off this surveillance, because how could any high school student possibly kill 2 criminals during the time he was doing homework? And so, moving forward, with the surveillance now removed out of his house, confirmed by Ryuk, Light is like, oh wow, it looks like I'm off the hook. I can finally go on with my days in peace. And so we now got Light graduating high school, heading over to his entrance exams for college, where Nani? Who is this gremlin with this crazy ass posture? I'm sure he's just a side character. And so, following the entrance exams, surprisingly enough, it seems Light passes, as we now do a full-on time skip on some Naruto Shippuden shit, on some One Piece shit, to the college entrance ceremony, with Light looking like a brand new man, and is assigned to deliver the address alongside what L? Because apparently he too scored the highest on the exams, which I guess is a very crazy surprise. And so with Light delivering his speech, we got L over here mind empty as fuck, but as soon as Light finishes, he then locks in, delivering his speech fresh off the dome. Cause look at this man's paper, blank. He really just brought this shit up for show. But yeah, following the speeches, here's where we have Light and L taking a seat, where L decides to go, what's up, bitch? I'm L. Having Light over here shitting himself, and proceeds to have a 10-hour inner monologue, telling himself to, oh my god, don't panic, don't panic, don't panic, don't panic, don't panic, and calmly responding to L, telling him, yo, I'm a big fan. Hope you can catch Kira. Later.
Damn, L!
Says Light, as he now got his back against the walls, and at times like this, it is always proper to let out a goofy-ass laugh in anime style. And I mean, apparently every time competition comes Light's way, this man just gets a hard-on every single time. And speaking of competition, it's tennis time! And we now got Light and L competing in this very intense 1v1, truly making this one of the greatest displays of tennis across any anime, even beating the likes of High School DxD. And despite consuming 500 grams of sugar every day, fueled with diabetes, this man L could still perform on an elite level. And throughout this match, in anime fashion, we got them playing the mind games, with Light over here thinking to himself, so if I win the match, that will make me Kira because Kira hates to lose, but if I throw the match, that will also make me Kira for intentionally throwing because Kira would definitely do a Kira thing like that, but Kira is Kira and would try to do things Kira wouldn't do. Well, anyways, GG no re. And so following this incredible match, we then have Light and L walking and talking afterwards, where L decides to drop the bombshell, telling Light directly, I know your ass is Kira. Having Light over here like, who, me? Anyways, coffee. And so as they go on their Starbucks date, this is where L pulls out 3 messages left behind by inmates before unaliving themselves due to Kira's influence. And upon giving it to Light to give him a nice little cheeky deduction test to see if this man is capable of deciphering the hidden meaning behind these messages, Light takes a deep glance at these and he's like, what the fuck am I even looking at? These shit's blank. Having L like, I don't know, but here, have a Snickers. And oh well, since they both get a call from the hospital, notifying them that, what? Mr. Yagami has been hospitalized from a heart attack. And upon rushing to his room, this is where they get confirmation that stress was indeed the cause and not Kira. Having Light over here like, phew. That's a relief. And following this, here of course is where Mr. Yagami confirms to Light that this is indeed the real L next to him. Having Light turning over to him like, my lord, I want to kiss you. Kill you. And upon settling that out, we then, of course, got going over the recent developments of the Kira case in front of the man himself, going on about how 12 FBI agents flew from America to investigate some people connected to the Japanese police, mentioning Gray Pember as an odd casualty. And I don't know what invokes Light to open his mouth here, but this man, for some reason, decides to say, oh, that guy who was investigating me. I assure you I'm innocent. And L looks pretty convinced, which now following the little hospital visit, we then move on to the following day, where this clown-ass news station, Sakura TV, announces to everyone and their mama that they're being held hostage by Kira, and is forced to play some tapes provided by him. Having Light at home scratching his head like, bruh, who the fuck? And L over here like, why is this motherfucker copying my flow? Word for word, bar for bar, apparently buying the same voice changer from Walmart. And as these Kira tapes play, with this new Kira just recklessly saying, yo, yeah, turn your TV to channel 3. You see that bitch? Dead. I'm the real deal. Having this one task force member going like, oh my god, we gotta stop the broadcast. And I'll do it all by myself. I think he's dead. And what? Kira could kill just by seeing a face now? But don't worry, because Mr. Yagami is here, discharging himself from the hospital and taking matters into his own hands because we got some sorry-ass members on his team. Like, look at this bitch. And this man really just hijacked a whole-ass bus and drove it straight through the news station's entrance. And, wait, what the fuck? Did the guy despawn? Well, anyways, here's where Light's dad pulls up to the studio, letting his gun do the speaking, as he now secures the audio tapes sent by Kira. And contacting headquarters telling them, package secured. I'm about to be be on some Amazon Prime shit with this delivery. And so as Mr. Yagami is taking this very dramatic walk down this hallway with light shining at the end of it, I mean, not that light, here's where L somehow gets the entire police force to cover up the scene, all magically in the span of 5 minutes, allowing Mr. Yagami to make his grand escape. And upon making it back to Task Force headquarters, this is where L does the honors of reviewing the tapes, having his ass coming to the conclusion that there is indeed 2 Kiras in this bitch, and that the Kira they witnessed tonight was an imposter. And he's like, man, just get light over here, I'm trying to see something. And so moving forward to the following day, we got Mr. Yagami inviting his son to the headquarters to meet up with the squad. And L is like, yo, you gotta peep these tapes. They ain't Mia Khalifa, but they are something. And upon taking a gander at them, this has light over here seething that someone of this caliber would tarnish the Kira name. But of course he has to hold that back, as he is really feeling the spiritual pressure of the whole task force on him. And in the end, he's like, yeah, there's possibly 2 Kiras, but that's just a guess. And L is like, wow, that's crazy. I thought the same thing, Kira. Light. Well, anyways, it's time for Operation Capture the Second Kira, using you to pretend to be the real Kira to bait the other Kira into a trap. You ready? Yes, sir! And so, getting to business, we got Light writing up some fire scripts here to serve to the second Kira to really bait this scrub out. And L was like, wow, this is some shit that Kira would actually write.
41.
Sure you're not him? Having Light responding giggles, telling him, I guess it's the improv class is paying off. And so, upon delivering this message on the news, telling the second Kira to put respect on his name and to stop the aimless killings, this has the second Kira over here going, oh my god, senpai noticed me! Dropping a response with her 3 brain cells saying, I'll comply with your demands. And, yo, we should meet up sometime. Also, Shinigami. And it seems Light is over here shook in disbelief at the fact that someone is out there griefing his game. But with some clutch recovery, he's then like, hold up, I got this. L. Shinigami are not real. And with that statement alone, I believe it was enough to turn the tides. And so, moving forward once again to the following day, here's where the second Kira decides to send in some personal diary entries, and Light is like, yo, give me this shit. And sees that it mentions meeting up with some pals at Aoyama and Shibuya. And what? On the 30th, she wants to meet up at the Tokyo Dome to show their Shinigami, and on the 22nd, wants to meet up to show their notebooks? Having L over here like, well, I guess it's time for round 50 of undercover surveillance. And of course, with Matsuda being Matsuda, he's like, pick me, I love exploring. And Light is like,
Oh my god. I'm so tired. It's so annoying that he keeps coming here. What's this? Oh, look at that. I need to clear 2 challenges. I can get that done. Let me see. Challenge. Yes. Come on. Yo. Anyone wanna do challenge? What's in banner? Sweet Hawkeye. Nope. Okay, that's nothing. That sucks. Man, that sucks. All right. I don't get it. On the Discord server, there's no different channels for, challenges, so it kind of sucks. Oh, it's about to reset. That kind of sucks. Everything's about to reset. Everything's about to reset. Oh my gosh. I can go sleep and wake back up. I just do it. Because when it comes to story now, much. Yeah, I did all the story. I didn't want to check out the other games, but since, yeah, honestly, there's no point checking them out. I think that's it for tonight. Well, Let me put you down. Transition. So yeah, this is the end of my comeback stream. I'm not sure how often I'll be live streaming, but I'll try to live stream and I'll try to upload videos more. So just to keep you guys' attention, I will be watching videos along with you guys because it's more fun doing that and more entertaining than just watching somebody just stand there just grinding. Yeah, so it's 5 o'clock now and I need to sleep. My family's waking up now, and I don't want them to come see me live streaming. So thank you guys for watching this long live stream in your free time, and yeah, thank you. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and just have a great day, y'all. Peace.